A little while ago, I did my first interview book. We called it Selling My Home with Regina Pope. And it came out pretty nice. The white on white kind of threw Amazon into a tizzy, but the book itself looks pretty darn good. Basically, what the idea was, we wanted to do a real estate biography for Regina as she rose from a novice to an expert in the real estate field. And we wanted to explore Regina's philosophies, the challenges she encountered, the industry impacts that she's had, in particular locally. The book provides a bunch of valuable insights into real estate and how to do things right on a professional level. And it's professional advice in a single work. A lot of the questions that you'll run into with the question of how do I sell my home, we answer with the book. And for those interested in growth within the industry, and for those who are actually in the process of selling their home, this is an interesting look at the way that a very high-performing real estate professional crosses the bridge. The core summary of the book is that we are distilling Regina's professional knowledge into a single work. And I say that as in every profession is going to have its main core proficiencies that are required. So for a residential real estate agent, one of the main areas of expertise needs to be how to sell a home. And while we're not particularly talking directly to agents themselves, this book speaks to customers who wish to list their home with Regina. The other side, the secondary benefit, is that by producing this work, what we've been able to do is we've been able to introduce Regina and share the cool things that she does in the process. So if you are new in the industry, you would have the opportunity to pick up the book and see what a high-performing real estate agent looks like and some of the traits and features. There's a number of themes for the book. The first theme that we're trying to do is to distill the essence of Regina's experience and share her credibility quickly with people who matter. And the people who matter the most in this case are the customers who wish to list their homes. In particular, people who might have sold a home before and are looking to do it better. The first time when we do things, we always seem to muddle through it, and then over time as we practice, we get better and better. This is geared for somebody who's got the home in place, they're familiar with the process, want to do it better. We can quickly and easily put the book into somebody's hands who's in that situation, and oh yes, this is why we need to list with Regina, because she knows what she's talking about. The process that we used to produce the book was effectively an interview. And when you have an expert who really knows what they're talking about, you can have a fairly simple conversation with that person, ask a few questions, and they can teach you because they have it in their head. They're a subject matter expert. The process effectively was, as we were producing the book through the inception through production, was we developed the questions that would be most useful for someone who is listing their home to ask. And then we asked those questions so that they were distilled into text, and we could quickly hand that over to somebody as a new customer listing their home. When you listing your home, oh, here it is. Okay, this is what we need to do next. And we follow through the process on a logical basis. We discuss everything from the neighborhood and prepping the exterior of your home to how to make sure your home is ready for the sale on the inside. And then we go all the way into the closing process, setting the price, how you're doing your marketing, your advertising, your promotion, and finding the appropriate people for the home. And Regina actually goes in and gives some pretty good suggestions to finding some optimal buyers for your home. One of the interesting suggestions that I had never thought of that Regina had suggested was we talk to the neighbors, because friends and families of neighbors might want to live next to their friends and family, which is really neat and super obvious way of marketing the home. But if you ask the friends and neighbors up and down the block, would you like to have close family members or close friends living next to you in a beautiful house? That'd be cool. So that's one of Regina's tricks that really struck home with me. My personal take on the book is that it's very informative. I have sold a lot of real estate. I have missed a number of these suggestions, and I kicked myself on some of the missed opportunities that I could have picked up had I known about these tricks and techniques all those years before. My recommendation for the book is that you need to talk to Regina. As the subject matter expert, this is Regina's book, this is Regina's words. You would most likely find this book through Regina, meaning you enter her office and talk to Regina about selling your home. That's the most utilitarian way. Probably the second most important introduction to the book would be for people who are looking to move into the Pearland area and are looking for a real estate agent who really knows what she's talking about. So if you're interested in entering the Pearland area and you happen to be interested in purchasing a home, the book might be a great way to enter the market, because very quickly you'll see some of the requirements and be able to plug into the system. I think we're going to stop it right there. That's probably about enough. We try to keep the book short. You have a wonderful week.